Hello, welcome back to another Tabletop Talk. This is going to be a short one. Just wanted to give kind of an update, kind of what I've been doing and planning and things like that. So, um, still doing the 1947 replay, playing a lot of those games. Kind of figured that, putting too many of those games on the channel wasn't terribly entertaining. I know some people would like a lot, but, a lot of people get tired of them. So I'm going to keep putting some on, but I've been thinking of some other projects that I could do on the side. As you guys know, most people who do this hobby, projects come and projects go. And so I'm still doing my 1920 Chicago White Sox with Stratomatic. And so one thing I've been doing and going to try to start putting on the channel to kind of give it a little bit more variety is I've decided to do a Cincinnati Reds replay. And I started following baseball in 1978. Grew up around Cincinnati, so was a Reds fan. So obviously I missed a lot of their heyday, and so I've always kind of wanted to jump in and replay some of that. So I started with the 1968. So it's kind of like a Johnny Bench career. Is kind of what I'm aiming at. He started in '67, didn't play a lot, and didn't play very well. But in '68, he was the rookie of the year, and that's kind of when he started becoming Johnny Bench. And he played all the way up through 1983. So I thought that would be kind of a fun one-team replay to see if I could do from 68 through 83. And of course, I don't have all those seasons, but we'll see. If I continue with it, I do have 69, 71, 72. I don't have 70. Um, but we'll see. Um, Another reason I started with 68 is I have the card set. I don't have 1967 anyway, and so 68 is the last year before they broke up into divisions. And so again, 68 hasn't been out that long. It's updated, got a lot of the bells and whistles that I like in my 47 replay, and so I thought that would be a great place to start. So I've got 3 games in so far. They're 1 and 2, but I thought I would put some of those on the channel again to break up the 47, and not only for me but for the channel. I know did a 61 game, and a lot of people seem to enjoy that. So I thought the 68 would be fun to jump in and do something as far as that. Again, still doing the 1920 Chicago White Sox. That's an as played replay. The 68 I'm doing as carded, like I am with the 47 every game replay. For me, Strat, that just lends itself to that. It gives it a bit more openness when you're not doing as played and like as carded. For example, Milt Pappas started with the Reds in '68, ended up with the Braves. Clay Carroll started with the Braves and ended up with the Reds, so it worked out to where the Reds have Clay Carroll all year and the Braves have Milt Pappas. So it gives the Reds a little bit better of a bullpen. So again, you're playing with the same players, the same cards. Again, it's more open ended. I'm doing injuries. So to me, it just, I like as played. I like both. But I'm finding with Strat, because they don't card every player and you have to try to print those off or figure out how you're going to do that. I do use computer, so the cards are on the computer, so I guess that wouldn't be a big deal. But um, I guess when the very first replay I ever did in 1984 with the '83 Astros, that was as carded, because back then that was pretty much your only option. If they weren't carded, you didn't have any other options. So because there was no computer version, so at least that I know of. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing with the 68. Or with the 68 replay. It's as carded, injuries, letting the computer handle everything but the Reds. And so they weren't a great team in '68. They were 83 and 79. They ended up 4th place. And of course, in 1968, I believe the Cardinals won, right? I think it was the Cardinals and the Tigers. Let me just double check that. Yeah, the Cardinals won in '68. after having won in '67. And so the Giants were second, the Cubs were third, and the Reds were fourth. So again, this was the last year where they were all in one league, one division. So they were 10 teams, and so anyway, then next season, if I get that far, we'll break up into divisions, and the National League West and East as I knew it growing up. So again, anyway, that's that. Another project that I might jump into or might give it a little time. I've always wanted to do the Milwaukee Braves, from '53 when they moved to Milwaukee to 1965 when they left Milwaukee. Um, and so I have 53, 54, 55. Matter of fact, I got just about every season they were in Milwaukee. So I have those. And so that might be something else I start doing on the channel. I started 54 with replay and payoff pitch, and I'll probably continue that. Again, just kind of fleshing out what I like to do and doing it. So I do want to be conscious of the channel. Again, I want to put up, my main reason is just to share, as I've said many times, but I also want to make it entertaining. So, and it's good for me as well. Again, just, doing the 47, I probably will get burnout on that if that's all I do. So it's good to have, some other projects on the side to not only keep me from getting bored, but, to make the channel a bit more interesting. So that's kind of what I got planned. I will try to get a 1968 Cincinnati Reds game up soon. And then again, probably a 47. And the 53, I don't know. Again, I'm going to jump back in on the 1920 Chicago. I've got pretty far on that one. I think I'm in the end of June. And so I want to continue that. Now, that one was as played. And as you know, in the end of 1920, like last last few weeks, the White Sox were banned from baseball, so they came very close to winning the pennant. So if I do as played, if I get to the World Series, I'm not going to have the great majority of the team. So that would be very interesting if I am able to win the AL pennant and then get in the World Series doing as played. I might decide to go ahead and stick with the real players if that happens, just to kind of a what if they hadn't have been banned, if they could have got one more World Series, maybe won it. I'm not for sure, but if I do as played, it would be their backups and playing in the World Series, so that would be very interesting. In 1920, I believe the Brooklyn Dodgers won the National League. So anyway, that's kind of what I've got going on. I'm going to try to do a why I like Stratomatic or Stratomatic review. I've done some reviews for other games and never have really done one video specifically for Stratomatic, and so I would like to do that. So that's kind of on the back burner. And other than that, again, I've been playing a lot on the side. It's a little different animal doing it on the channel, and so I like both. But sometimes it's fun just to just to roll a game and not have to worry about video and cameras and microphones and things like that. But I appreciate everybody's interest in the channel and the likes and subscribes, especially the comments. That's been very encouraging and fun, and it's been great to share. And so I appreciate everybody's support and everybody's just interest in the channel. And I will continue to try to do what I have been doing. And again, just to clarify, and most people know this, is, it's just me trying to share what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm playing. I do take the channel into consideration some, but it's just more, what I'm doing. So it's just kind of my journey, my experiences, my thoughts, and so there's a lot of other great channels that are more geared toward creating a channel, and those are just great. Like Dave Gardner and Ron. Baseball Demos. He's fantastic. I always look forward to his Saturday morning live games that he's been doing with the 2015 Demolition League, and and also some 86 that he's doing with different game engines. Kurt Berglund has really got a nice channel that looks at different games, and so, that's kind of not what I'm aiming for. Not that there's, again, those guys are great at that, and if I missed anybody, um, um, Al, Red Sox fan, is another one. So again, just a lot of great channels that kind of focus more on the big picture, and trying to be a service to the community in that way. Whereas what I'm aiming at is just to share where I'm at, what I'm playing, what I'm thinking, what I've learned, how my experiences are shaping, my hobby, and so that's kind of what I'm going for. And so again, appreciate everybody's support, comments, and well wishes. So anyway, I will be back soon, hopefully with some 68 Cincinnati Reds baseball and probably some 1920 Chicago White Sox, definitely some 47 everybody, and might jump in there with some 53 Milwaukee Braves. So anyway, I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you next time.